Hi viewers, good day to you. Do you know this plant? This is called nightshade. This particular species is the African nightshade, which is predominantly grown and consumed as a leafy vegetable in several parts of Africa. So primarily the leaves are consumed. So here you see two beds of the African nightshade. The African nightshade are different species, Solanum scabrum, Solanum villosum, and so on. And similarly, Asian nightshade is called Solanum nigrum. Do you see these leaves? They look very green, very healthy. But do you see these leaves? They don't look healthy. They are not greenish. The major portion of the leaves turn to white and yellow speckles. Do you know why? This is because of a pest called red spider mite. Yeah, the red spider mites, usually they are microscopic in nature. We can't see them quite obviously if they stay individually, but if they stay in groups, we can still see them. They feed on the leaf surfaces, both the upper surface as well as the lower surface, and feed on the chlorophyll. So the feeding spots eventually tend to white speckles, which later tend to yellow in color. When lots of feeding spots join together, the whole leaf surface tend to yellowish. In severe damage conditions, the leaves completely become discolored, so they lose their ability to photosynthesize, and eventually the leaves also become smaller in size. So the leaf size is very small, sometimes leading to rosetting appearance. And then you can see the small clusters of the spider mites. In extremely severe damage conditions, the defoliation occurs. So you don't see any leaves at all. Most of the leaves fall down from the plant. So the plant obviously look very sick and damaged. And in extremely severe conditions, the plant look like this. Only the stems and the stick remain, whereas all the leaves, they get defoliated. This is another typical symptom of red spider mite, especially when the damage is in a very advanced state. Here you can see the several leaves are webbed together. You can see the presence of webs and the mites move around the webbing. So in these situations, even if the growers apply any pesticides, the pesticides do not get into the plant surfaces, especially the leaf surfaces, because of the webbing. So the mites are completely protected from the pesticide application. When the damage is so severe and the mite populations are also exceedingly high in number, they need to disperse to other new plants. But these mites do not have wings. So what do? They join together. They migrate towards the tip of the leaf where they congregate together. So in this leaf you can see a high population density of spider mites moving towards the tip of the leaf. So the mites congregate together. They move using the web. They congregate in the tip of the leaf. You can see hundreds of thousands of mites in each congregation. So in the tip of the leaf, they become like a ball. They roll like a ball, stay there. During the heavy winds, they are carried from one leaf to the other leaf as the ball. This is also called ballooning. So when they are carried to the new leaf surfaces, then they disperse, and then they happily start feeding on the new plant and cause the similar damages. So unless you initiate the control measure in the very beginning, you will completely lose the crop. So you need to protect the crop so it stays healthy and green, like what you see on the right side of this bed. Whereas if you don't carry out any management measures, you will lose the crop like in the left hand side of the bed.